Right, we're back. Go back to your hunting thing. So, with the new continent being mapped, honestly talking about it, I think I should actually come up with names. I mean, I'm already calling this, let me go further down, this continent Old Ethiopia, so, I don't know, but perhaps something to think on. Falconry schools? No. Oh! I no longer have a 100% subdue chance. Fascinating. I guess I found the actual limit for it. Just double checking. Yeah, okay. There's the folklore for that too. Let's get you some fish pens. It's one happiness, one, or I think, yeah, one happiness, one food. It really doesn't matter. But it's a slight buff, so I may as well. Okay, that one's outside of range. This one's in range, but not being worked. Let's fix that. Still no tails of giant squid. Oh, there's land down here. Some more Antarctic terrain. There might be something interesting down there. I won't know the full details until later, though. There tends to be a lot of strategic resource near the polar caps. Resources. A snow leopard. Huh. Yeah, this goes pretty far. A lot of sea animals in the area, too. There's already fish pens there, but I can build them here. Mountain mine. Do you need a big cat? No. Yeah, I should be sure to at least check a little thoroughly, because I know some cities have managed to pass under the radar. Yeah, there we go. When it comes to required missing enclosures. I can always build camps out of certain animals. Nah, not interested.
Any tournament you go to, you want to win it.
Thanks for the obvious. Okay. Enough of the PowerPoint. There's the... Yep. Ice cap. Wow, I can go pretty far through that. Ah, so that is a tail. I haven't gotten yet. I mean, there's close to no scientific output, and we'll stop having any scientific output come Renaissance lifestyle. But it's going to be a good bit of cultural output out of that anyway. Okay, no production. City Council, sure, science. From even more specialists. Okay, so you need crime reduction and disease reduction. Bailiwick, castle. Okay, that's grocer. To make up for it, the costs. Aqueduct, sewer system. Actually, apothecary. Apothecary gives me money, even if it costs maintenance, because of resource bonuses. I might as well get as much money as I can. I can handle the 8 on happiness, so. Oh yeah, it's this city. So why can't you build a lyceum? Requires palace or housing villas, housing palaces, housing manors, housing estates. Mansions. Okay. Requires a sewer system, fresh water, bricks, marble. Requires sewer system. Oh, so I can't build a lyceum unless I have the sewer system. Well, then that's a good reason to actually build the sewer system. Not that it needs a disease reduction, but it does need a crime reduction, so... Alright, orphanage. No, actually, no. The castle's right there. And I'm running into the end of the period where I can actually functionally do the missions. Chalk Gatherer, then Engineering School. The Surveyor's Office. Okay, so the Guild Hall says it's +6. So, Surveyor's Office. Treadmill Crane. Straight to the Guild Hall. Lovely. Maybe? Yeah. Because nothing's good enough to outpace it. Okay, so... Bronze... Apprentice Workshop. Iron... Platinum... Coffee, concrete. Carriage builder. And then the rest of the way out. No, not necessarily. Yeah, okay. Do a bit of smiths. Oh, the stone quarry. I did not see that. Great, I need to rethink. Stone quarry, smith's bronze. Printer's workshop. Okay, this. This. Steel can wait. Yeah, lumber mill can wait a bit. And then commercial port. There we go. Oh, this is why the turns are taking longer. Longer building queues, multiple cities. I mean, for some of them I can eventually sit and forget it. Okay, I can rebuild the shell workers head very quickly, so. Oh look, an Arctic fox and a polar bear. Yeah, this definitely has room for a city, possibly two. Oh, I would need two if I want to exploit all the tiles, but there's not much point trying to exploit Antarctic or Arctic tiles. They're not very good tiles, so for obvious reasons. Ice is not particularly hospitable to human living. Especially when it's an Arctic desert. That's when it gets especially bad to deal with. Anyway, as for my plans with the other two civs, I'm probably going to conquer Persia at some point. It's just that they're so far behind that I think they have only one or two cities. So, and it's pretty obvious they're still in the ancient era. They also have Middle Eastern culture, so the Sui, wait. You know what? Give me a minute. Sue. Okay, the Sue. I am so going to forget this after this session. I don't like that about myself, but the Sioux, they have North American culture, so that is a new culture. At the very least, since I know all the civs, I'm not sure what the Hittites are. They're probably Middle Eastern, but they could because if Persians are considered Asia is Middle Eastern, then the Hittites are also Middle Eastern. At the very least, I don't actually need to worry much about Middle Eastern culture. But I still want to have access to the culture without needing to conquer anything more, so. Shoot. Could have perhaps used that donkey for something, but. Commercial port. Okay, its butchery has at least been set up. No, it has not. Okay. The butchery is an important building because, well, more than 10, food production is astonishingly good. Okay, I probably should circumnavigate with the ship. I don't remember if C to C keeps the buff, but in normal Civ 4 gameplay, if you circumnavigate the map, you get a +1 movement speed buff. On ships. Ah, that's a young forest. That's annoying. I'll just set up plantation here. The forest that was here burned away completely, so. Something attack me? Yeah. Bengal tiger attacked one of my wardens. There, tails of giant squid. Ah. But yeah, that was the obvious end result. Yep, okay. Giant squid is the new. I probably should have sent it to Gondar. Ah, it's fine. I hope. I don't think animals really attack tails, so. I do wonder if there's more Antarctic target. I mean, the ice caps themselves are a nice, well, landmark, I guess. So, what are you researching next? Persia's researching the wheel, and Sue is city planning. Platypus. Do you even have anything special? Taxidermist, Sue, mascot. Why is this categorized under birds? Why? Why? Could someone tell me why? Jeez, another Antarctic island? Or just... okay, so that goes to Taigo. Nope, okay, it does seem like an Antarctic island. Sea otter. Subdued. Okay, it's way too dangerous for you to go alone, so... Yeah, this is from base game, the Colossus. Although the exact effect, I think, is different. Still, the extra commerce is going to give me so much extra science. Sea otter tail. Oh, so now I can put tails in that city. Sophistication. More experience. Oh, there's some crabs. Saipon, how are you doing? Okay, crime could use a reduction. What do you have available to reduce crime? Bailiwick, okay. Sure, let's set up a fire brigade. And a bank to help pay for it. Sure, auction house as well. Emporium. Meeting hall. Festival. Stable. Bowls Council. Carpet, porcelain, tailor. Farmer's market. Artesian well. Let's get the African culture in too. And the sewer system so I can finally build that Lyceum. So swap to... Okay. Maybe it just needs a turn. Yeah, that's actually probably it. Let's get the castle drawbridge out. How do you have... Oh, no maintenance cost while... Oh, that at least explains... Oh. So it does do something. It makes it so you don't have to pay maintenance costs. For the turn or so.
A parliament is nothing less than a big meeting of more or less idle people.
Correct. It spawned 2 cogs. I can handle both of them instantaneously. Heck, I have enough buffs against barbarians that it may actually be easier to deal with than animals. Giant squid. Sophistication makes it really easy to deal with barbs. I'm not sure what it's picturing. Hippocratic Oath is not a building though. The free heal is such it up. Oh. Funny, the building itself was fine, but the neighboring. Based on that quick flash. Oh, for some reason it's in this. Why is it heading to... Oh, that's because it's down here. Yeah, now I see. I mean, this is another self-contained section. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it takes these because of how good the mountains are now. That they can be mined. Okay, head over to here. I can mine that mountain too for Carib. Yeah, the fact that Barb City names are like that, based on actual cultures, makes it a bit weird sometimes. Giant rhino. And more snow leopards. Yeah, I can fit multiple cities here. One for each river. At least. Okay, the city has already built a Lyceum. I know that for a fact. Does Honolulu still have crime problems? There. It's so incredibly difficult to click like that. Yes. Is there anything I'm willing to build to deal with it? Yes. Maybe that? Hmm. Cascade House too, I guess. Insurance office, sure. Apothecary shop. Grocer. Master's house, rock garden. Oh, ballroom, I guess. Post cancel. Don't pay for it. Florist. Safe workshop. Castle Trowbridge. Plantations. Donkey mill. Theater. There's no point to building the shipyard because the city can't actually build ships. I'm pretty sure it can't. Yeah. I don't think you need a certain building to build the most basic of water units, so. Yeah, there's no benefit to circumnavigation because I absolutely have done that already. Yeah, this tile. I'll get fresh water, and I'm still a reasonable distance away from Constantinople. I should be able to reach the tile largely without issues, but I'm not 100% certain on that being the case, so. Right, slaughterhouse, fisherman's hut. Get a bit of time to build up Constantinople a bit, and then send out another settler. Longbowman pair. Okay, so, surveyor's office. Can use the guild hall, it's plus 6%. Okay, these two work. I'm gonna say this one works, it's close enough. Okay, surveyor's office. Straw gatherer, that works, okay. Marble quarry is one production. Quarry. Okay, treadmill crane. I don't say the new builder works. Okay, those farms, for sure. Remember, okay, so 9 production, so 18 is when I head back. I have to remember, the apprentice workshop is, oh wow, it's 5 already? Well, that changes the calculus a bit. Nothing else has shifted, okay. Okay, the carriage builders first, so once these hit 16, yeah. Okay, so up to 10 turns of production costs there, then the lumber mill. These can go up to 11. I can do 12 turns for the tree nursery. Okay. Shop and then the commercial port. I don't trust that it has 2 production. Its trade route yield and trade route quantity. Those tend to be inconsistent, so. And difficult to gauge. So I fundamentally don't trust it. Oh joy. Aquarium, commercial port. Build these. And then the sewer system wherever it is. Actually, no. Build the sewer system before the cartographer's shop so that the city has time to automatically build stuff. I think that's what most of the cities need. They have the sewer system. Okay, I don't need to build a Lyceum, it already has it. Is crime looking good? Disease is looking amazing. I'm personally not surprised. Okay, that should be good enough for dealing with most of the less costly buildings. I should hit Renaissance soon. Yeah. Another 10, 20 turns shouldn't be a problem within the session. Really shouldn't. But knowing this game... Servants' quarters. There! Yeah, it just needed a turn. Roof. It's cheap, so I might as well build it. Fruit maker. Tree furniture workshop. Rock garden. Ambassador's house. That. 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 Police council. Bigger. Shop dealer shop. Not the throne room. And there we go. It's highly unlikely that there's anything hiding down there. It's just too small to fit much of an island. But I'll check anyway. Okay, I just need a minute. There we go. Right. Time to check that massive amount of sea a little more thoroughly. And I really should check the rest of this massive, massive continent. Yeah, I'll figure out the name later. Probably end up being more than a little silly too. Oh well. Can I build a Moa statues here? Nazca lines. They haven't already been built. Yep, there they are, the Moa statues. Sure, it's probably one of the better cities to put it. 16 water tiles, a lot. So, it does seem like that city's one of the ones that really relies on the ocean for development. Getting it some extra production is not a bad idea. Especially if it's production that can be influenced by, well, the percentages plus percentage production modifiers.
The function of muscle is to pull and not to push, except in the case of the genitals and the tongue.
I'm not sure how many people check their tongue after that. Okay, new city, new production stream. That many buildings actually that produce production? Not yet anyway. Give it time, there's gonna be a lot more coming down the line. Grass gatherer. Yeah. Lumber camp. And then the mine camp. Ancient customs will take a bit longer. Yeah. I think the stone tool maker. No, I can't actually do the stone tool maker. The rock gatherer is already. It can only be obtained with the ancient customs. So. Yeah, nothing here works. I don't think anyway. It's not like the mine camp unlocks any buildings. Nor does the Lungerver camp. Neither do these two. So ancient customs still better than engineering school. Okay, I can build a ropery and then the trading post. No, not actually. The stone tool gatherer maker is still better than the roper. So I need to wait until ancient customs is built and done before I can handle that. No production? Okay. Science? Anatomy lab. You need to build a lyceum. So we're building the sewer system first. Maybe some basic stuff. Ah, so you finally built ancient customs. Stone tool maker. Roper. Tannery. Actually, no, the tannery seems better, isn't it? Yeah. Having access to resources makes the tannery ludicrously good. Okay, trading post. It's needed to build this. A shopping district would also work, and also university. Shopping district is not unlocked yet though, that's a later thing. I think information era. The university is more expensive in production. Much more expensive than a trading post. Map. A singular solitary island. Tile. Gee. Must be lonely there. I would not be surprised if this would be the equivalent of an island that no one's ever been to. No human. Because people have managed to spread to the most surprising locations over the course of history. Ah, so those are actually within cultural tiles. Amazingly descriptive. Got a bunch of slate. In case there are any heritages that I end up setting up. Ah, picked up a silver mine. Okay, that makes sense. Build the anatomy lab after I find the sewer system. There it is. No, I can't find the anatomy lab. There it is. That way you can build the Lyceum. And get a bunch of new housing buildings. It's the secondary effects that none of the buildings mention that get really annoying in figuring out where to go next. Because I know for a fact that the housing is useful. It gives you more production. Like the villas already give you 2 production, 1 culture, 3 gold. The palaces are 4 production. Sea size at least 3. Yep. There's also the manors. Give more production too. Well, it's an upgrade to the villas. Gives 1 more culture. The estates is an upgrade to the palaces, I believe. Yeah. Gives even more health, and that's it. Okay, and more culture. Mansions, which I believe are actually late game. Yeah, it's telephones. Honestly, I think I should set it to Auto Explorer and forget it. Let it handle the duties itself. Auto Explorer, you can handle everything. Just fine. I know you can. Code 3, because there's nothing better for me to do with you. Sure. Now that I think about it, I do need to wake up the workers on old Ethiopia to do something. Problem is I can't do it this turn anymore. Okay, anatomy lab. You lack the Lyceum, so you need a sewer system. There it is. I know I'm setting myself up for a lot of city management down the line due to missing buildings and whatnot. Oh wow, absolutely nothing. Huh. Unusual. Okay, what can you build here? Wetlands camp, water mill, build a workshop and remove the swamp. Yeah, let's keep the swamp for a while. Haven't built a water mill yet, so I'm not sure if there's anything specific to it. There we go. Commercial port. Sewer system Lycia. Don't need to build the butchery. Nice. Still a community garden here. Let's build that first. Sewer system. Anatomy lab. Okay, let's see here. Commercial port. Anatomy lab. You need a Lyceum. So, sewer system. Over here. Let's get the pier built too. That sounds like a good idea. Especially since you're already exploiting a lot of water, so improvements in that can go very far. You already built that, so you have the Lyceum already. Okay. Viaduct. Build some mines. No fortune teller. Pier. Click leave. Okay, you're not really doing that much. But let's get you a workboat. I don't do that often enough. Build workboats. There it is. More workboats is a good idea. Especially since there are plenty of tiles in which you can exploit. Perhaps already do so. Oh, better exploit. Even if the kelp farms and beacons don't give very much, it still further improves the tiles. Most notably increases commerce, which is science. Straight conversion to science. Advanced firearms. Military tradition, rifling, or railroad. I think all those texts are still in the game, but they're all at different spots. They are base game text though. Military tradition, rifling. Pretty sure railroad's a bit further down. Perhaps not. Okay, I know for a fact that railroad exists somewhere. But where? Military science. There's railroad. Okay, so railroad's out of the picture. You can't exactly... Okay, you can't have military tradition without rifling, but I'm not entirely sure why you would do that. Do we still need a bear somewhere? No? I'm pretty sure I've done all the northern ones since there's a lot of bears up there. Okay. The old continent no longer needs bears. Watch me forget that. Here we are, Renaissance.
Not much was really invented during the Renaissance, if you don't count modern civilization.
Yep. Folklore no longer produces science at all. It's just his culture. Well, the free tech is not going to be oil painting. Construct portrait painter. Yeah. I think printing press is probably the best one. Unlocks a bunch of new buildings. I think I'll go for the next great person. Okay, free artistry does give a lot, though. It requires humanism, so... Perhaps I can wait on that? Printing press doesn't actually give anything directly. Paper money's a bad idea for... Well, it's only 5% inflation. This is an improvement on the bank notes. Yeah. Gunpowder is... a lot. Maybe I could go straight for the metallurgy.
What gunpowder did for war, the printing press has done for the mind.
I do think that paper money is better than certified. It does start causing inflation, though. But overall, it is better. Yeah. I can get more from trade routes. Do get a little bit less commerce in all cities, but I get more production everywhere. And I get a good bit more in the capital, so sure. And more science in all cities, too. I think I'll work through the revolution. That's from being the first to discover a tech. Goad. Give me more withdrawal chance. Because I want the unit to be nigh unkillable. Should something happen, I forget to bring it back. That should something happen, would have to take a lot. Diamond. Okay. Sounds like my ship has even more XP now. Hooray. Yeah, I'll finish up the anarchy. And maybe also get that great person. And then end the session. Definitely not prolonging this more than I need to. Admittedly, I do want to keep the number of episodes down, on the other hand. Yeah. It's probably going to be a great engineer, though. I would honestly prefer a great scientist, because more academies. Distributing academies is great. Apparently was not enough XP from that village to level up, but that's fine. Well, unexplored island. So how's it going exploring the seas? Oh wait, there's ships around. Those are frigates. I'd still win though. Take one down, pass it around. Those are man o' wars. Leave. I'd still win, probably. But I don't like a probably. So, oh yeah, I need to build roads. Okay, I'm at full health again. Okay, exploring is really dangerous for you. Because of Renaissance. Decoys, I guess. You don't really need any of those upgrades, but... Again, they turn you into a juggernaut. Defensively. Of course, now there's a bunch of man-o-wars running around. Barbarian man-o-wars. I really need to explore islands towards the end of the age. That's when it's the least bad. Oh look, the plantations have changed their appearance. As have the town buildings, they look different. Yeah, there's no island here. The sea terrain just doesn't mesh with that. Still want to get rid of the last of the uncharted terrain, if I can, at all. Oh, I'm gonna say try not to get yourself killed. Wait, Hati. Oh, the barbarians captured a Hittite city. Oh my. Well, that lends credence to what I've been thinking for a while. That the two dead civs that I had nothing to do with didn't actually die to any of the civs. Rather, they died to the oncoming barbarians that are based on the most advanced person. That's the level of technology they have. Weak little civilization. Yeah. The Civil War diplomacy is delightfully silly sometimes. Is the best way to put it. Rulers tend to be extremely overconfident about their abilities until they're put to the test. In other words, they love to talk big game, but they can't exactly put their money where their mouth is. Not always. Okay, I need to adjust espionage distribution again. Okay, for now, split it evenly between the Sioux and Hatti, so. Okay, split on neutral. Deer herd. Nice. That does not sound good. Yeah, considering it all, this continent is massive. It's definitely bigger than mine. I mean, look at it. I've confirmed that Hatti and Persia exist on the same landmass. Though considering how thin this portion gets, some people might consider this to be more of a large subcontinent than anything else. As far as I can tell, there's no splitting the fact that this little bit is very strongly attached to this bit, at least as far as I can tell. Although there might be another closed off, pinched off portion of land there. I mean, Civ worlds don't simulate plate tectonics, so I have no idea how realistic this is in a geology context. Or perhaps it would be called macrogeology. I've never heard anyone refer to that, though, so perhaps I'm just mixing terms together. Really wouldn't surprise me. Okay. Rending plant. And now that I think about it, I don't really need the science, do I? Yet. Okay, where is it? Oh good, I don't need to build the butchery. Perhaps the rending plant requires the butchery. Requires slaughterhouse, okay. It does not need the butchery, but it does need the slaughterhouse, which the butchery also requires. Bowman. I forgot, settlers are stupid cheap for some reason in Constantinople. Okay, that one at least gave gold. See him anatomy lab. Leech gatherer, I guess. I mean, I don't really need it. I really don't need it. Sage. Marriage ceremony. Puppet theater. Candy shop. Saw. Papaya. Cooper. Not copper. Definitely not the lone shark. By giving plus 1% gold. Yeah. That can spawn barbarian cutthroat is a reason, makes it a very reasonable building to avoid. I really don't want to have to deal with that. It gets very, very annoying at times. Okay, that should be good enough for a longer list. I haven't built any of the new printing press buildings, so I know one of them gives science, but I don't remember. I think there's requirements I need to fulfill. It's not irrigators, so I can't even build anything there. And tiles literally useless until I get, I don't know, maybe solar panel? Are solar panels even an improvement in Civ 4? I know they're a building. At least in C2C they're a building. I think they are in regular Civ as well. But improvement? I think that might be a Civ 5 or even Civ 6 thing where they started doing that. Hmm. Chariot workshop. Neat. Okay, sewer system. Where are you at? Okay, no, I passed by it. I've already built the sewer system. So if I can't build the Lyceum, it's for another reason. Really not build the sewer system? That's strange. City's certainly big enough. Requires fresh water. Oh. Yeah, city doesn't have any fresh water. Well, I know how to fix that. The artesian well. It's cheaper than the aqueduct. Although then again, the aqueduct can give me production. Sure, fine. Butchery. Rending plant. Okay. Sewer system. And then the anatomy lab. That way I can build the Lyceum right away. Okay. Ooh! We did get a great scientist. Academy. Lyceum. Nice. Okay, what next? Well, start from the bottom and go up. It is fairly simple. Does Suva have crime issues? Absolutely. Okay. Bailiwick is a bare minimum. Let's get the Castle Gatehouse too. And the orphanage. That way I can also grab these two buildings without it being that much of a problem. Hopefully. I mean, it is minus 19 first, and then, so it's still minus 11, which should be able to bring the crime down enough. If it doesn't, oh, that's going to be annoying. Pastor's house, rock garden. Meeting hall, sure. Ballroom, yeah. Festival. Sure, night stable. Tailor shop, farmer's market. Maybe later. You know what? Fine. Shop, costume shop, florist. Yeah. Key mill, oxen mill, street cleaner. Fountain can be built automatically by a wonder. Which I haven't built yet, but I'll get to it. Donkey farm, obsidian quarry, commercial port. City's also going to need a fresh water source, so we're doing sewer system and aqueduct. Because the aqueduct can get me buildings. Oh, and build a community garden. 11 food is a lot. It's like butchery levels of food. Okay. So, steel. This first and that first too. Just down the line. That. Okay. You do not have direct access to fresh water, so you're going to need the sewer system and the aqueduct in order to build a Lyceum. Slaughterhouse. Carry together. Yeah, let's get a couple cheap buildings in. 2. Mildly annoying. Okay, the forge is the accurate one. Yeah, forge first in engineering school. It's the power of having so many quarries and mines in the city. Drat, I forgot to enter. To check to see if there were any other units around that could take the turn. Okay. I won't do anything. I don't know how to do it. Ancestor worship. That's not quite as far as the plow, that's for sure. Considering my tech costs 300,000 to research, and I'm doing it within 20 turns. It does look like Hati only has one city currently. Barbary Corsair. That has to be a pirate for sure, an actual physical pirate. So. You know, I'm gonna handle it directly. Turn off your automation for the moment. Go back to explore. Yeah, so I can at least confirm that this continent is you know what, let's just use the military advisor. Yeah, look how massive this continent is. It's bigger than all the combined territory I was able to reach before I unlocked the compass. And apparently the barbarians are so rough that the two remaining civs only have one city. In fact, I figure... Okay, that's Assyria. That barbarian city is definitely a spawned city. There's a city there that I can't see. Nantwai. That does not sound... that might be a culture. One that I just don't know of. Because here we've got Khoisan, Goth, Krib. Those were the three barbarian cities that I captured. There's also Assyrian up here, which is obviously, another culture. Yeah, the barb cities are named after cultures that don't actually appear in the game. But I can't wait to see the rest of this terrain shape up. And I'll be able to start sending settlers along fairly soon. There's also a bunch of... There's also, I think, 3? Yeah, there's... No, that doesn't work like that. 3 Antarctic areas? Yeah, including a very big one here. That actually has some useful terrain towards the most northern bits. Or at least fairly useful terrain. Plus a tribal village here too, so. Can you imagine, some actual people living in Antarctica? It's a weird thought. Because, well, right now it's only scientists. Yeah. Okay, Hati has even less espionage production than Cyrus. Okay, so let's distribute it like... Yeah, I just need to do about an order of magnitude more for Sitting Bull. And then espionage can be fairly effective. Bribe City. I don't actually have the necessary things for it, but... Yeah, I can see what everyone's doing. But yeah, we've hit Renaissance. So, you should see the new end screen at the end of this one. Anyway, I'll see you again next time, or probably rant about gunpowder. Until then, bye.